So let's just get some music on. Okay, just gonna get my quick reference and all that stuff. Oh, just a little heads up. I also painted up the. I also painted the ceiling of the bathroom. Yeah, I did. Yeah. You talking to me? Oh, well, hey, in another room is not really helpful. I did some of it. It just zoomed it out. I did some. It took me a couple minutes. No, no. Okay, did you watch the pressure? Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. So I'm just kind of like getting right now. I'm just getting my reference. And just getting everything all set up right here. So now where's my gunman?
There you go.
I gotta take a heavy hoe or a little scats to dig it down so I can get all that level.
Probably just get a little bit more of the gun in there. So hands definitely right here. Oh. Now I'll just do this one. A little more dynamic pose. Do something like that. And then get my lines so I can just get my little square thing. Okay. Gotta get my shape just. The magazine is right here, and then get. And I know I'm not using the most. I'm not using the hardcore assault rifle. It's going to be much smaller, like a much shorter gun. So.
Real weird art. Hey you.
Hey yo, how are you doing today? Enjoying? What fun things have you been up to? Also, I'm doing the live.
Real weird art. Apartment hunting. Nothing fun.
Oh, that's cool. What do you? I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun getting an apartment and all that stuff. I'm also doing a special little sale on my at my website. I'm doing a lighted up blue sale for autism awareness, and I put all my books that I'm selling about my superhero with autism at half off. So like when they're digitally they're usually $3 a book, but now they're up to right now it's up to now they're down to $150. So if you're interested in getting some getting some comic books about a superhero with autism, feel free to do so. And so and this is actually the continuation of that book. I'm making the 5th issue of it. And so other than that, just keeping myself busy doing all this fun stuff here and there.
Real weird art. How does the autism impact the superhero's ability to be a hero?
It's not exactly that part of the story. It's basically he's been diagnosed with autism after he got superpowers, and his issue is he's trying to show the world that he could be a superhero regardless of that disability. And so most of it, it's not his superpowers are the autism part. It's more of a trying to find himself in the world type story instead. More of a social acceptance than the disability has superpowers, if that makes any sense. Mainly he has the basic superhero types like super strength, flies, shoot laser beams out of his hands. But in the other very generalistic of if
Real weird art. It does. I wasn't assuming it was super autism.
No, it was. No, I mean I had thought about that, but I haven't really thought to really make the character's disability the middle target. I'm trying to focus more on the demographic of it instead. But people had told me I should probably put in some characteristics of the autism part. I mean, there's going to be other characters if I ever get around to them.
Real weird art, or like Daredevil where the disability enhanced the other senses in a superhero way.
Yeah. That's making a vat of acid and all that fun stuff. I mean, this is more of a guy putting his trying to prove when his abilities are still can be used even regardless of his disability than anything else. And some people always like that idea, but I was never really a big fan of that type of stuff. But I like the more average, more guy who's trying to act more like the average Joe and develop and everything.
Real weird art. Me either.
Yeah. So basically Joe Hero is basically like a sort of like the oxymoron name because the superhero actually has autism, and it's just and it's more of his secret identity, second secret identity to his other part, where Joe Hero is actually has autism, playing as a regular superhero. And so just because in the universe that I made for my superhero is that he is basically that he is the first of his kind to actually have his powers without getting a syringe that would take it away type thing. Because you can't take away the disability, take away the privilege type thing. And it's more like, why do that? A a lot of story has a lot of base off my own personal life when I was working on this. And so I'm just kind of like getting this all set up. And yeah. So yeah, but if you want to get in the books, they're only like they're only $1.50 right now. I mean, I know a lot of people usually don't read a lot of comic books. And I've been thinking of like trying to open up some like new little trends for new little stuff like maybe T-shirts and other stuff like that. And so just kind of like getting my it's sort of like focusing on getting the layout of the story much better.
Real weird art. It's nice to have a personal connection to your art that allows you to creatively express yourself through analogy and metaphor in such an expansive way.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's just I always notice like let me see if I can rephrase this much better. I mean, the thing is like most of the stories I always seen about like anything relating to autism, it's always like over exaggerated per se. Like if you look at any of the TV shows that are like on or out there, are always like very extreme cases or like showing a trait that's like ultra rare. Like for example, the Good Doctor. It's all about like an a doctor who has autism, and he's like this super brain genius, or like or other stuff, or other people like that. And it's like there's just like a sense of non-realism to that thing, even though it is possible that your kids may turn out like that, or if you have any. It just seems to me it's like it's something. It brings an idea is like there's this high expectation and all this stuff, and everything else like that. But that's not the realistic case. I mean, the best version of like whoever of a person that I could always see that like actually plays an autistic person really well is from Atypical, which the star was named
Real weird art. Television media has a tendency to bump up the drama to try to placate to the masses as much as possible.
oh yeah, I mean what's Care Galish, who's a great actor and just like of portraying like atypical and stuff like that. So he Kier Gilchrist or Gilchrist or something like that. And he's actually I mean I know he's not autistic himself, but he actually can act pretty well to one. Or whoever gave him the directions, like what are some behavior traits that I've seen that I connected with at best. And so yeah. And so what I'm doing in this scene right now is like my superhero is in the air flying. The main superhero is giving this soldier a chance to shoot down something down here, which is my mechanical like dinosaur machine. Because why not? Dinosaurs, have some fun with it.
Real weird art. Fuck yeah, dinosaurs.
Yeah, so just like there's going to be like a lot of twists and story input into this thing. And so just like I think dinosaurs was just another thing that I did a while back where I basically destroyed my teacher's master's degree by making the picture into a dinosaur. We kept the artwork for fun, and but it was just a lot of fun to like kind of see that piece go into play. Let me see where else I can do this. Yeah, unfortunately, like my time is going to still be cut short for a little bit because I've been putting too much time on my other job. So I'm just going to be just doing this drawing and just getting the artwork out. Let's see. I'm going to get myself a better sample of my work for me to look up. Okay.
Real weird art. Just getting the artwork out is half the battle. GIJOE.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, one of the hard things about like being an artist, a comic book artist mainly, is like it's a very little rewarding thing. Like most of my time, so I get distracted by like family projects and everything else I try to do, and then after that, it just like and then after that, I had work like 2 shifts doing one job for my boss, and then another job for my family, and then if I'm not doing those, I'm also working on Smart and Final. So you know, jumping in trying to sell my work is not an easy task. Yeah, I like how this is turning out.
Real weird art. I sympathize. I wanted to do comics, but the paper scene is atrocious.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been like a ton of people who try to cut corners and like get like digital backgrounds and everything, and you know, some of them work, some don't. It only depends on where you.
Real weird art. So
depends
I
on where you wanna
opted to
do.
call it art, and it pays much better.
hmm Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna get my basic shapes in there. So what kind of art have you been making?
Real weird art. Real weird art.
Do you have a portfolio? I'll be interested in checking out that art sometime.
Real weird art. Lol. Real weird art. Sure, it's www.realweirdart.com.
Alright. Oh, this has some nice stuff into it. Let me open it up so everyone else can see. Let's see. I need to figure out a way to make this thing adjust better. Because every time I keep changing it, that makes it doesn't look right. There we go. I like that hot dog one. That's actually a really cool one right up there. Some stuff has some nice things to it. Like the pigeon one, that's pretty cool. So these are just like more like funky little art pieces and everything I like to have. I dig it. I like that one. And let's see what else.
Real weird art, thanks, I appreciate that. If you click one, it has a story.
Okay. Well, I can't stick around for the story. I actually need to get going really soon, so I gotta get started on my stuff. Good art, man. Like what you...
Real weird art, it comes with a piece that you can hang on the wall. Real weird art, lol. Real weird art, no worries.
Yeah, I mean...
Real weird art, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that with me. And so, like, hopefully everything... Hopefully, I hope you keep going at it and just work diligent with your artwork. We're not exact. I could see we're not exactly the same type of artist, but you know, I take appreciation for other people's like artsy style.
Real weird art, yeah, been full time for about 7 years.
Full time for 7 years? Dang, man, lucky you. How you pull off a career like that?
Real weird art, taught myself on cell phone ring subway commute. Gave away pieces online. Became a career.
Huh. Nice. Yeah, I wish I had that. I wish I had that set up. I mean, I probably just need to figure out like some way to sell my artwork a little bit more. I mean, the lighted up blue like sales that is helped me out a little bit, but not too much. I mean, usually all my stuff always gets sold at like conventions, which is my main work. But since conventions are down, I'm trying to get my artwork out in the public. Ah, thank you for following, man.
Real weird art. I have to go, but I'll be back.
Oh, very cool. I'm actually got to get going too. So yeah, if you like my stuff, thank you for watching my stream. Feel free to go down
Real weird art. Great work, Calvin.
Feel free to go down to Calvin Nye Comics and comics.com, which is the link right down there. And so feel free to just like chime in and you know, check out the work and everything.